In today's video, I'm going to be using the new Dollar Tree little floating shells that you can get just for $1 from Dollar Tree. They're plastic and they're kind of too small to use as real shelves, so I wanted to use them and incorporate them into a really fun project. So make sure you stay tuned to see how I end up using the new Dollar Tree floating shells. Hey sweet friends, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm super excited for today's video. I picked up one of these plastic little wall shelves, floating shelves from Dollar Tree, and these are definitely new in the Dollar Tree, especially to my store. We were just getting them in, but they had a ton of them, so I just picked up a couple of them. But I wanted to share with you a really fun project of how I use this that I think you're gonna love. You definitely could hang these up on the wall like they are intended, but they are small and they say they only hold up to 5 pounds, but they do come with the wall anchors, so they would be perfect for like a small picture frame. But I wanted to incorporate this into like a larger decor piece that I could hang up and enjoy and make it look a lot more farmhouse to match my style. So I think you're really gonna love today's projects. Like I said, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and let's jump on into crafting. This is what they look like really close up. Like I said, they are made out of plastic, but they do say that they will hold up to 5 pounds. They are 8.6 by 4 inches, so they are really small and compact and perfect for like a small area in your home that you just wanted to add some little decor to. They have this cute little detailing on the edges. So here I'm just showing you how I'm taking it out of the package because I am going to be using this on today's project. So I ended up just using one, but you can take this idea and use as many as you want to make this like a larger piece. But let's go ahead and get started with this craft. So for the backing, was because that was the first thing I had to make in this, I'm using a couple of Dollar Tree signs just because I couldn't find anything large enough to put it on. I like to piece these larger signs together. My Dollar Tree has a ton of these leftover summer signs that you could just tell no one was really purchasing, so I just went ahead and picked up a ton of them. So if you love making my decor or following any of the Dollar Tree DIYers, I do recommend picking these up because a lot of people are using these all the time and they're hard to find in certain seasons. So I know we are going to be going into fall soon, and I'm hoping that I can use some of these leftover summer pieces and incorporate that into fall decor. So the first thing I did was just flip these over, take the tags off, and hot glue them together. I'm doing this backwards because the front always has a ton of glitter that's just really hard to sand down and get it perfectly smooth. And because nobody's going to be seeing the back anyways, I just like to take these large jumbo popsicle sticks that I pick up from Walmart and just really add a ton of them to make sure this is a nice sturdy sign. It does bother me knowing that all of that glitter and colorful decor is on the back, so a lot of times I do take some of the Dollar Tree craft paper, which is like the big brown rolls, and I can cut that down and just cover it and it looks like a nicer piece. And then I'm just using spackle here to fill in all of those holes as well as this large crack, and then I can sand that down to make it smooth. I do try to visualize the pieces that I'm going to be making or sketch them out, and I knew that the shelf is black, so I really wanted to pop off of the background, so I just went ahead and painted the backing white. You don't have to paint it perfect. A lot of times if you don't like sanding, you can put a lot less paint on it and kind of just dry brush the white over there and you don't have to do as much sanding. At first I just fully coated it, but then I decided to go in and make it like really distressed. So I'm taking a piece of my coarse sandpaper and just really going to try to remove as much paint as I can. Not a lot of paint, but really put like scratches in it. So I love exposing the edges by sanding off the corners and the edges and letting that brown pop through. I think it looks really rustic. And then I kept working on it. It kind of took a minute. So like I say, you don't have to add that much paint, but I love how it looks in the end. And then I'm going to put this little shelf at the bottom and put like a candle on top of it. You can do this landscape or you can turn it and make it up and down. I think this would also be really pretty, but I knew what word that I wanted to put at the top and it was like a longer word. So I have to turn mine sideways, but this would be really pretty up and down as well. Hobby Lobby has a beautiful selection of wooden words just like this one, and they are really large and nice quality. So this is actually, I think it was around $3.99, and then I was able to get it at a discount. But like always, if it's not on sale, you can use a coupon, but I think that was a really good price. So easy and nice to put together rather than having to use stickers all the time. This just makes your project look more high-end, getting to use like these nice large 3D wooden words. I know that thankful is a word that you definitely could use all year long in your home, but this is also a piece that's going to go beautiful into the fall season, especially using the word thankful for fall and Thanksgiving. And then as well as like the candle that I'm going to be using is going to be lit up, and I always think that makes your home feel so cozy. So for this word, I wanted to do more of like a stained look, but I didn't want to just do like the super dark stained look that I do all the time. So I'm trying to incorporate more light wood projects into my home because I just think that is beautiful with the farmhouse look. So I'm just kind of testing it out and seeing what I'm liking, and then I went in and added some extra dark paint to kind of darken it just a tiny bit. And then after I really liked the color that I made up, which I just used some nutmeg brown and mineral color beige paint, which kind of lightened up the brown, and then added some water on it, and it's just the perfect consistency to kind of brush over this, and then the wood really absorbs it and makes it look like a nice piece. Where this is like a laser cut piece, the edges are dark, so I didn't worry too much about getting the edges perfect. I just kind of brushed off the drips that went around, and then I barely touched it with a little bit of sandpaper on the edges, but I didn't worry about it too much because I really do like that light color stain that's already on there. And then I always love to lay out my projects, so I'm adding that thankful to the top, and like I said, it had to be the sign had to be a lot longer to fit that on there, and then put the little shelf at the bottom. And then I'm using one of Dollar Tree's LED candles. I haven't seen these recently in my store, but I hope that they come out with some more soon because I am getting low on them. But I wanted to put this cute little short candle on the shelf. I'm going to go ahead and glue the thankful sign down because I pretty much know that's where it's going to have to go at the top. And then just kind of space it out. I did wait before I glued it down to make sure that my candle had plenty of space to stand there, and I knew exactly where I would want the little shelf to go. So then you can see I'm using one of these Dollar Tree little picks that they have out. These are so handy to like remove hot glue that you didn't want. And after I got all of the hot glue strings off of there, I wanted to decorate my shelf. I pick up these greenery floral pieces from Walmart. They're under $1 and they are nice quality. I enjoy using them on tons of different projects. At first I thought I was going to just twist the little stems together, but then the large pieces at the bottom, the wire kept showing, so I ended up going ahead and cutting all of that off and then hot gluing these two greenery pieces together and wrapping some burlap ribbon around the middle. You could also use wire here if you were worried about anyone seeing that little piece of burlap ribbon, but the candle is wide enough that it is going to hide that. I did add a ton of hot glue to the back of this shelf and go ahead and press it down in place. If you wanted to, you could add a screw through the back of this sign just to give it some more support for your candle, but so far mine is hanging up for several days now and it is still holding on really nice and tight, so I think it's going to work. And then just to add some extra detail to the candle, I found this little wooden heart in my stash. I picked up a ton of these from Target Dollar Spot probably a couple years ago, and I'm still using them. I wanted it to pop off of the candle, so I took a little bit of acrylic gray paint and gonna go over that. Just it's in the neutral color, so I thought it would be really pretty to pop off of there. I love using my heat gun to dry little pieces like this. I went ahead and touched up the edges because they weren't looking so great, so I painted those. And then I'm going to be able to add that on the candle. Also, for a little extra touch of detail, I noticed the thankful word was brown and more of a warm color, so I wanted to incorporate some extra just little detail that matched that. So I thought an extra little piece of jute string and a bow would go perfect on there and kind of incorporate with that thankful word. And I think that just did it for me. I think it made it perfect. Obviously I love bows, so if you don't like that, you wouldn't have to add it. And then whenever I set the candle on this shelf, the only thing is the shelf has that little lip there, or piece of trim that is raised up, so the candle wasn't wanting to set flat. So I did take a little block from Dollar Tree and just hot glued that in the back. I tried not to cover the battery part, so in case I ever needed to trade that out or open it up, I didn't cover that, but I just glued that onto the back so that it would set flat, and it was the perfect height to make it even. And then I was just going to leave it like that, but then last minute I thought it really needed a hanger, so I decided to go ahead and drill some holes and add a nautical rope hanger. And this is how it looks all put together. I think the little knots in the front make it look adorable, and this just turned out to be a really gorgeous piece, like I say, that will transition into fall perfectly. And it all came from Dollar Tree except the thankful word, which was from Hobby Lobby, and the greenery, which was from Walmart, but a very inexpensive, gorgeous piece that you can DIY yourself at home. Thank you all so much for coming along and crafting with me today. I have so much fun on these mystery surprise videos. You'll have to let me know in the comments down below if you enjoy them, but it's always just a fun treat getting to click on them and see what craft that we are making. So if you enjoy these, make sure you let me know down in the comments down below and I'll keep making them. Also, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you are subscribed, and I'll see you next time. Make sure you let me know in the comments down below what you are shopping for at Dollar Tree. My Dollar Tree is starting to put out some fall decor, which is exciting. I'm definitely not ready for fall, but I know as DIYers and crafters on YouTube, we have to prepare for that like super early because that's our busy season. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, leave me a comment down below letting me know what you are shopping for from your Dollar Tree, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting. Bye!